Hi friends, welcome back to the Language Tutor. On today's lesson, I'm going to bring in that other form of to be that we've mentioned before in a different lesson. Before we talked about the verb ser, and we talked about how it means to be, and we use ser to talk about people, who they are, their being, who they are as a person. And we said popin, P-O-P-I-N, permanent condition, occupation, place of origin, identification, nationality. All of those things are ser. And today we're bringing, I can pretty much just say everything else, because that's really what it is. The other way to say to be is this word here, estar, estar. And that literally means to be. So if I said, I need to be at school early tomorrow, I would use the word estar to say to be, because it literally means those two words, to be. But now, again, when I'm going to use it with yo or tú or nosotros or ellos or whatever, I can't just pull estar in and say yo estar, right? We talked about this before. I have to modify it or change it, just like we do in English, because we say, I want to be at school early, and then if I am, I say I am at school early. So let's get those is, ams, and ares filled in today in this lesson. I'm going to draw a chart. You guessed it. So here on the chart, let's go ahead and get the forms of estar. And then I'm going to tell you exactly what it is, okay? So I am, up here in the top left, estoy, estoy, okay? Yo estoy, that means I am, all right? You are, I'm speaking to a person that I know well, a friend, informal, casual. Tú estás. Estás. Now, I want you to take notice of something here. This has an accent on it. Now, when you're looking at the chart, remember it's a nice visual organizer. This has 4 accents on it, okay? Estar has 4 accents. All you have to do is remember that the top one on the left and the top one on the right do not have accents. Everything else does. That's an easy way to remember it, right? So, tú estás, there's an accent on the A. Let's go down here to the él, ella, and usted form. Those are all 3 going to use está with an accent on the A, all the accents on their A. So he is, él está. She is, ella está. Now you, respectful, usted está. Okay? That takes care of all the singular sides. So estoy, estás, está. Go ahead and start getting that in your mind. Let's go to the right side. Nosotros estamos. Estamos. A lot of those nosotros forms have that mos at the end there, so most of them do. So nosotros estamos. The Spain form, vosotros, you plural, are estáis. Estáis, accent on the A. And finally, the last one, ellos, ellas, and ustedes están. Están, accent on the A again. Okay? So we have estoy, estás, está, estamos, estáis, están. That helps us visualize where to use or which one to use it with, which form to use with which pronoun. Well, let's talk about specifically what estar is. We already know popin for ser. Estar, I've heard different people teach it in different ways. I'm going to tell you a phrase that I give my students quite often, and that is this. How you feel or where you are, that is when you use estar, okay? Little rhyme for you. How you feel, where you are, that is when you use estar. So we're looking at the subject of the sentence. And sometimes really not even the subject. You're looking at who does that is, am, or are go with. So if I say, I am tired today, that am, that's what we're talking about, right? That's what estar is. We're trying to determine who that am goes with. It goes with I and with me. And so once you determine who it goes with, then you're really going, what are we saying about them? Are we talking about how they feel or where they are? And if we are, then it's estar. If it's not, it's ser. Okay, so we'll do a little comparison in a minute. So how I feel, if I'm sick, if I'm tired, those kinds of things, how I feel, I would use estar to say I am, or you are, or he is, or she is, or we are there. Okay? Also, where you are. That means sometimes people get a little confused when I say the location, but the sentence is saying where the person is. Okay? Whoever that is, am or are, goes with, the sentence is telling you where that person is, their location at the time of the sentence. What it is not is any location like this. If I said, I am from Georgia, well, I've had students go, oh, okay, well, that's where you are. No, that's not what the sentence said. It said that's where we're from. And we know place of origin is said, right? But estar is saying where you are at the time of the sentence. Like, I am in Georgia. That would be estar. So you're telling you where you are. That would be estar. Okay, so now's the point where we start trying to bring in both and separate which one would it be. All right, let's do a little bit of comparison here. A lot of times I'll have my students think of any sentence with is, am, or are, and we start determining which one we would use. So think about this. Just ask yourself the simple question, is it how you feel or where you are? If I said, I am sick today, okay, is that telling you how I feel or where I am? Yes, it is. Then that would be estar, okay? And what about if I said, I am tall? I am tall. Is that telling you how I feel? No. Is it telling you where I am? No. Then it's not estar, it's ser. If it's how you feel where you are, it's estar. If it's not, it's ser. Okay, let's do a couple more, okay? We are in class right now. We are in class. Is that telling you how I feel? No. Is it telling you where I am? Yes. Then it is estar, okay? How about this one? She is a student at the school. Now, this one throws people sometimes. She is a student at the school. Sometimes people will say, oh, it said at the school, that's where you are. But let's back up. What does it say at the beginning of the sentence? She is what? A student. That's what we're saying about her. You can't let little phrases at the end change what we're doing, and really what we're saying is who she is. She's a student. So am I telling you how she feels? No. Am I telling you where she is now? No. Then it's not estar, it's ser, okay? I encourage you to take any sentence and just start trying to determine which one it would be. If I were to put this into Spanish, which one would it be? And it'll really help you start sorting it out. Before long, it really starts to kind of settle in, and it just sounds right to you. That's called internalization. One more thing. Later on, and you'll probably learn what's called present progressive. And that means we're talking about ing verbs, like she is running, we are learning. We'll go ahead and tell you a general rule of thumb. If you have is, am, or are, and an ing verb after it, like running, talking, learning, that is, am, or are is always going to be estar. It's kind of considered a temporary action. It's not ser, who you are as a person, right? It's not describing who you are or your identity or anything like that. It's considered sort of a temporary thing, a situation, temporary condition. So any ing verbs after it, we're always going to use is, am, or are, okay? All right, friends, I want you to be practicing estar. Try to determine the difference. Most of all, bring it into your conversation and start talking about yourself and describing what you're doing or how you feel or where you are. Bring in estar, okay? I'll see you next time on The Language Tutor. Friends, thanks for watching The Language Tutor. If you have a question for me, feel free to leave it in the comment section below the video. And please click subscribe and the notification bell so that you'll never miss any of our language lessons.